Mayors across Indiana say they face tough choices as property tax cuts take hold. News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist explains how this is changing the way your town spends your tax dollars.
Here in Beech Grove, the mayor tells me he wants to avoid laying off employees. That means delaying buying new vehicles, among other things. Mayor James Kaufman says the toughest part right now is knowing exactly how much less he'll have to work with.
Anything that we don't cut now or minimize in spending in today's world for 2026, it's going to hit us harder in 27 and 28. So we're trying to look at every budget, every department.
Kaufman says his planners think Beech Grove will be short $500,000 in property tax revenue next year. That's out of a budget of roughly $19 to $20 million.
Less on equipment, less on supplies, less on professional services, and those type of things. That's where you're going to see the biggest cuts for next year. We'll see less capital improvements, so we might not purchase as many vehicles as we've done in the past.
The new property tax law allows anyone to claim a property tax credit of up to $300. Disabled veterans and low-income seniors can claim additional tax credits. It also phases out the standard homestead deduction by 2031 in favor of a 2/3 supplemental homestead deduction. Beginning in 2028, cities can levy their own local income tax rates up to 1.2%. Anderson's mayor says he likely will raise his city's rate to offset property tax losses. Mayor Thomas Broderick says Anderson has enough reserves to make up the difference next year, but that's not sustainable long term.
Under normal circumstances, it'd be that 43 million. So if you were to lose $5+ million, that obviously is over 10% of our entire budget. So it could result in layoffs. If that were to take place, we don't want that to happen. That's why we're going to be very aggressive on making sure that we have all the funding necessary that we can keep the number of folks that we have working here.
Republican mayors have similar concerns. Carmel Mayor Sue Finkham says her team is still reviewing their options.
We expect to lose about $10 million from what we expected to receive this year, and our teams have been hard at work trying to find efficiencies and new ways of dealing with this new reality. This year, meaning 26 and 27, are the roughest years. Okay. In 28, supposedly, and it could change, we can levy a new income tax. However, in the meantime, we have to figure out how to do with all that we need to do with what we have.
Kaufman says cities will have a better idea how much money they'll have to work with in April. That's when the Department of Local Government Finance will release its new revenue reports. In Beech Grove, I'm Garrett Bergquist for WISH TV and WishTV.com.